to the Bougie Black Brother Network.
Go ahead. I'm looking at your glasses. Like, okay, we're in the truck driving glasses.
So, hi everyone. This is Black in a Tesla, and I'm here with my wife, Alicia. So, we haven't been on for a while. Busy personal things, so we tried to get that out of the way. But just in time for the revealing of the Cybertruck. Dun, dun, dun! So, what's funny about that is we waited and no one knew what it was going to look like, and we started to do certain things. So when the Cybertruck actually was revealed, no one really thought they knew what it looked like, because
a lot of concepts.
It was a lot of concept, and everybody that you really looked at looked like it was going to be like a regular truck.
Yeah.
So
telling folks that on damn Facebook. Dumbasses didn't want to listen. That's a concept car. That's a concept car. God damn it.
It's not the car. It's not the actual truck. So the thing is, Alicia and I, we're not really big truck people. We never really wanted a truck. If we was going to get a truck, we'd get a small truck so we can move stuff around.
Yes.
So really wasn't...
SUV, really.
No, truck. We didn't want a truck.
Right, but normally when we tow stuff around, we're using
SUV.
You usually use SUV.
So it was pretty much so we went to Lexus and different other things. But we found that a lot of the trucks had so much issues. We had, the Yukon, we had the Explorer, and then we went to the Lexus RX, right? Mm-hmm. So we went from that. But again...
All those are SUVs.
SUVs, not trucks.
So I did have to find my daddy a truck, and he did want a truck.
What kind he wanted?
A F-150.
Once again, the most popular truck in the United States.
And the problem was that they had a lot of mileage on it. To be less than 10 years old, they had a lot of mileage on it. So
trucks are used.
Yeah, a lot of
people buy trucks. They use a truck, unless it's a upper scale type truck. Like the Escalade and the Lincoln. There's a Lincoln one that's really pretty looking. It's a pretty truck. So if you're getting a pretty truck, most likely you don't really want to do anything with the truck.
You don't want to get on the road and get on the rocks and go climb the mountains.
It's kind of like, I have a truck and I'm sophisticated and I have a truck. So anyway, Elon Musk was telling everybody, this truck, a lot of people, you may not like this. It may not be for everyone, but I want to make a truck. And it was funny because he was telling everyone, it's going to be a truck. Yeah. And everyone said, yeah, we know what a truck is. Yeah. But he's kind of like, nope, I'm going to make a truck.
It's not going to be just any average truck.
It's going to be a truck like a truck should be.
That I want. And should be.
Yeah, and it should be. So, as the reveal opened up, this truck came out. And if you see this truck, I'm showing it on the screen. Okay. The truck is out. And go ahead. What you going to say?
First impression?
So, no. It came out. And so, the first thing was, we was going to stay up and be like, oh, we got to see it.
Yeah, he said 11 o'clock. God damn it.
So, we know.
On a Thursday.
We knew 11 o'clock meant closer to 12 o'clock. And I had to get up. So, there ain't no way in hell I was going to stay up and wait for this dude.
Not going to happen.
So, we saw it. Well, Alicia, you saw it. Yeah. Because I was at work.
Right. So, when I got up in the morning, and I said, oh, let me see what the truck looked like. And I was like, that shit is ugly. And so
Lisa texted me.
I texted him and said, that damn truck is ugly.
I was like, come on, wait a minute.
Then he said, well, where's the picture of the truck? So I sent him a picture of the truck.
And I was like,
what did you say?
Oh.
He said, no, you said it's not ugly.
It's not ugly, it's different.
It's different, exactly.
Yeah. So
I kept saying, it's ugly.
She kept saying ugly.
And then he's like, it's different. And then I was like, okay, I'll give it to you. It is different.
It is different, but I still think it's ugly.
But the thing is that it to me, like, it grew on me. So I
No, not yet.
Okay,
We
okay.
didn't even. We just a whole
Okay,
bunch of
okay,
other
okay,
stuff that
okay.
went on.
Okay, go ahead.
There's a whole bunch of stuff.
Go ahead.
So anyway, so when I got home, I was like, let's look at the actual reveal.
Right.
And
We did. We watched the whole
so,
reveal.
except for looking at the pictures and all, because in a way the pictures was like, yeah, it's kind of different. Yeah, well, some things are pretty cool. So when we saw the reveal, he started giving the details.
Right.
And the
But
biggest detail he said
what?
was, this is what trucks look like for the last 50 years.
Right. He did say that.
These are trucks.
Right.
So when you see trucks like this, that's what you think of.
Right.
But you need to be able to say, yeah, sitting here too long. So he said, you want a true truck. You got trucks out there saying, tough truck. This is a man's truck. This is a tough truck.
And they towing shit.
Strength and blah, 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 and all of that.
Now, right before that, because I remember, I think in between that, I told you, I said, yeah, he threw a ball at the window and it cracked.
And I was like, what does that mean? Because I was like, what are you talking about? No, before that, I was like, what are you talking about? So before he said that, before he went to the window.
Okay, no, this is
before. You saw
I saw it on TV.
Oh, yeah, you saw it.
And I told you, it's like, hey, the bulletproof.
It's all over the...
all over the TV, all over the internet, that he threw a ball at the window, which
and
is supposed to be bulletproof, and it cracked. And then he did it the second time,
and it cracked again.
And so that's when when Michael came home, we said, okay, let's watch the reveal. And so when he seen it, that shit was funny as hell. It was
funny as hell. The guy was like, oops.
And I told him.
And Elon Musk said, no, do the other one. Crack. And it was like, oh my God.
And I told Michael, yeah, production, he's going to fix that.
So the thing is, before that, because Alicia loved to jump all over the place. So you got to bring her back. So the thing is, he made this vehicle out of a stainless steel exoskeleton, which is something that is kind of it's not really penetrable. You can break it sooner or later, but he wanted to make it like people are going around and saying it's a tough truck, but they don't want their paint scratched.
Yeah.
They don't want, ooh, may hurt my truck in this way. He made all of the outside an exoskeleton that can't be scratched. It's not painted, and that's why you see it in the metal form. So if you're looking at this is what it really looks like, and it's just a metal place. But the positive thing about that is you can wrap a skin all around it and have no problem.
Yeah, any
so
kind
you
of
can
skin.
make your own color of the truck,
yeah,
or put stickers or whatever like that. But here's the two things that they didn't talk about. The two things that they didn't talk about was the production, the way he made it. It got rid of a process called stamping. Well, you have to stamp. I'm not a technical guy. I just play one on TV. But the technical part was there's a production portion that stamps the truck and folds it and doing everything like that. But the stainless steel is almost like origami. All you do is fold. You fold and put it on. You fold and you put it on. So it takes away a whole lot of production time and your cost. The fact that he's not painting it, then you get rid of that portion too, because the painting process, you prime and then you paint, and all those that knows about that is taken out of it. So he eliminated all of that. And he showed the guy smashing it with a sledgehammer. Remember?
Right.
He was beating the hell out of it. Bam! He said, nah, do it a little harder. Yay! They was like, wow, that is so cool.
Yeah, didn't see no dents in it.
Really there was no dents. There was nothing. Then he showed a portion that people was shooting it, and the bullets was like disintegrating like paintballs. And that's what he got me. I was like, man, I could go to the hood. Motherfuckers be shooting at me, and I'll be like,
the end of the world.
Yeah, and the zombie deal.
And then like the zombie ring, like,
we ain't got to worry about that. So as long as they don't hit it so hard.
Run over him. Zombie.
Knock them off. Get her out of there.
Hey, that'd be a great game.
Yeah, I know. But they'll do that. CYBERTRUCK running over zombies.
Running over zombies, yeah, that's cool.
So anyway, he showed how tough the truck was. And on the outside, even though it looked crazy, it looked like, oh my God, what the hell is going on? It was the way a truck should be. So if you take the truck anywhere, bam, it shouldn't have any damage. That's the least thing you need to worry about. So he found out afterwards that the fact that he was slamming the door
with the sledgehammer.
With the sledgehammer,
Actually
the glass at the bottom was cracked, so it made it like unstable, and so made the top glass actually shatter. He showed before that they was dropping a ball.
Yeah, those thin
down
metal
to
balls on the same window shade.
So it was something that they should have been a little careful with.
Well, I mean, process of learning.
But they said that's the problem when you try to do something live.
Yeah.
When you try to do stuff live, that's that's what will happen from that.
Well, it was kind of funny though. But
it was funny
still,
as hell.
It was still cool. So I was like, didn't matter, because for me, I'm a software person, and I knew that by him building this truck, everything is gonna be,
kind of technical.
Technical, everything. The screen is bigger.
So we still on the outside. So part of the other outside was I didn't see any mirrors, and we didn't see where the cameras were.
Right.
So that was my question. But later on, because it seemed like Elon was kind of rattled after the ball broke the glass.
Yeah, he kind of lost.
And he kind of cut it short. But the actual cameras are in the wheel fenders. And if you do that, that's where your cameras will see on the side. So it's not even on the doors like normally, or on the side where the windows are. It's in there, so which makes it really cool. The backside is a huge bed where everything is, and it has like a rolling top on it.
Yeah, it closes. It closes to come down, and it closes and it rolls to come up.
It rolls and it comes up.
And then it has the charger inside of there.
It has a charger. It has an air compressor, right?
Air compressor. It has 3 hidden trunks. You got you have the front,
which is huge.
Then you have the side. They have a side storage.
Right, where the back windows are, those are storages. This is what I'm showing you there.
Right.
You got your open storage, and then you got the back
and the trunk
under the bed. There's another one that's inside of it.
On top of that, it actually has a ramp.
Oh, yeah. So when you pull down the door, there's a ramp, so you can just roll things up. Because you know how most trucks are. You have to lift it and put it there,
you gotta do
something in there.
Yeah, like, lawnmower, refrigerator. On top of that, he added an accessory, an extra vehicle.
Oh, the ATV.
Only
if you buy the truck.
Yep, if you buy the truck, you have that ATV. Yep. So that is like really cool. So that's your option. I would never do an ATV because I had flipped over on one of them.
She did.
Damn, what was it?
I think it was Martinique.
St. Martin.
So
she
was
God.
driving around.
And I was like, you going too slow.
I was like, I'm going to ride with the white boys.
And then I flipped over. I was like, I'm not getting on that shit no more.
So we got back.
Die.
So we got back. And I was like, where the hell were you? And the guy was like, hey, calm down. I was like, no, I told her to keep up. She flipped over. I was like, oops.
I almost died.
I was like, sorry.
Oh my God. She's
like, man, you getting all excited. And she could have get killed. I was like, well, if she kept up with me. But anyway, there's an ATV option. So this brings you to the inside. The inside of it is amazing. There's so much room. Seat 6, right?
Yes, it's seat 6.
3 in the front.
It's like it flips. This part right here flips down and comes up.
But you're gonna have someone in the middle.
It has the Batman steering wheel, so I'm like, I was like, so I'm up here like, okay, it's ugly. And so when I showed my grandson, first I went to the website. I was like, this shit look kind of cool, And then I saw everything it does. I was like, that's kind of cool. And then I showed my grandson, and my grandson EJ was like, Grandma, that is cool truck. I was like, that's it. That's all I need to know.
So it's I think what they said is, in psychology or sociology, it takes 48 to 72 hours to get your mind revealed to say, this isn't that bad at all. So wind up within 48 hours, it was 200,000 pre-orders.
Right, pre-order. But it was $100.
It's $100.
Yeah.
So all the haters is like, it's only $100. But this is funny. They complained the last time to say, well, it was $2,500, so you was making interest off their money. You should have bid it so high. So it's damned if you do, and it's damned if you don't.
It really isn't.
So he was like, go to hell.
Yeah.
And so he's got 200,000. Well, it's over that now.
Yeah, it's definitely over that.
I think it's about 250,000.
Okay.
But it's slowly growing because
Right.
again,
As
people
time.
are slowly seeing what needs to be done.
Right, because he's gonna. And I told Michael when he was showing the presentation, I said, I bet you anything he's going to be adding more accessories to this truck.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it was really cool that he had the ATV. And I seen how he said, hey, and you can charge up your ATV because it was an electric ATV. I was like, no shit. I said, once I seen that, I was like, this dude is going to blow it out the water with the accessories.
So the first accessory, like you said, it was the ATV.
Right. Then
he also showed like a camping one.
Right. Then the solar panel.
No, the camping one. So the camping one shows that it's like a little tent on the back.
Right.
It has a little stove that you can plug in off to the side that you could do that. And that looked amazing because if you go out, you can sleep in there, but you pull out. It's fantastic. Then he said the option would be a solar panel where the rolling top would be, and that will give you between 15 and 30 miles per charge per day for that. So if you need a little supplement just to get there and your truck is just sitting there doing nothing, it'll charge.
Yep.
And you will slowly charge. And as you move around on a sunny day or the truck is sitting there, you're getting an additional charge just by the truck just sitting there. So everybody's really looking to say, what else can we have as accessories?
Right.
And he was really, really excited by that. So if you watch this and look at the whole picture, he had it on the website already.
Yep.
He had pre-production pictures and videos. He had
the
a
inside,
lot of stuff.
He did much better than he did with
the
Y. He showed the interior of the truck, how it seats. He showed how the steering wheel, the screen is, and then the dash, which was kind of weird. What was the dash made of?
It's like some recycled paper, but it looks like
marble. It looks like marble.
Oh, and here's the other thing. I love this. There's no headlights. There's a light strip over the front.
Yep.
And then see this? It's a light strip over the front.
Yep.
A light strip in the back, and a light strip on the top of the front of the car. Right. Like a little, like you ride around in your truck, like your spot. Yeah, I used to love that when you in a Wrangler, you put those up there, and you'd be like, "Boo! Get the hell out of the way!" You better look like you a cop or some shit. But that was really cool. But then they had the one in the back. But then the bed of the truck has lights within it too. So you at night and you pulling stuff out, you cut that light on and bam, it illuminates the whole backside. It was just like really, really cool. So, what we're saying is, after you look at the truck and say, oh man, this looks so crazy looking, everything about the truck is better than any truck that's on the road.
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
Right.
Go ahead.
So my husband was watching some rednecks who was damn sure in love
he's a Trump supporter, and he's like, Elon Musk is a goddamn genius.
He sure did.
What he did, and he just went through the whole process and said, people need to understand trucks are going to change, because this is the way a truck really should be. He said he had a pretty Escalade, but this one thing is something that I'll enjoy. He said that was a dumb move with the glass. He said, but everything else, this is genius. He said it's genius. And he's a truck guy. He's a mechanic. He's a truck guy, and he went through the whole process. And those two guys, rednecks, was just I listened to them all the way through because they made sense on everything they was talking about. So there's three versions. It's the tri-motor all-wheel drive, the dual motor all-wheel drive, and the single motor rear-wheel drive. So he shocked everybody because before that he said the truck was going to be $50,000.
Right.
So if it's going to be $50,000, then what'll happen is, it's compatible to all the other trucks.
Right.
But he started at $39,000 for the single motor rear wheel drive. So what did that consist of? The 0 to 60 is 6.5. Oh, yeah, that's just a truck. So 6.5 is still faster than most cars that's out there.
Right.
The range, here's the issue. The range is 250 though.
Okay.
The range is 250 and it's a rear wheel drive. The storage is 100 kilometers for feet, or cubic feet, so kilometer. 100 cubic feet. So that's pretty amazing. Towing capacity is 7,500. Ground clearance up to 16. and blah, 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 blah. But the one I like is the dual motor all-wheel drive. Because everybody, if you buy a truck, you want all-wheel drive in case where you're going at. Now, that's 300 plus miles, which is average to most other Teslas.
Right.
When you get your Teslas, you want something over 300 miles, so you can stabilize yourself. It's a dual motor all-wheel drive, same cubic feet, and the towing is 10,000. So that's the difference. It's 10,000. And then everything else is pretty much the same. But the high level one, I think it's 69,000. That goes 0 to 60 in 2.9. Why am I saying that? He raced a Porsche 911, gave the Porsche a head start, and then just took the hell off.
And still beat his ass.
A Porsche 911. Not an old one, but a Porsche 911. Now, this is one thing that a lot of people didn't talk about either. The range, he said, is 500 plus miles. There's no car out right now, electric car, that can go 500 plus miles.
That's right. That's
true. And no car of Tesla goes 500. So he's been working on battery technology.
Yeah.
So the likelihood,
he brought
Maxwell, and he brought, I think, another Canadian company, so he can maximize how much he gets from that. So it's a tri-motor, so it's 3 motors, as opposed to the middle one is a dual motor. So it's 3 motors in there. People still don't know, what it's going to do. Then it's the towing capacity is 14,000 cubic feet. Why am I saying that? Watch this. Man, he's pulling an F-150
up a hill.
Up a hill.
Now, what happened?
What's so funny about it? The Ford VP said, "Hey, you need to give us your truck so we can do apples to apples." And
he said,
and
what did he say?
Elon Musk said, "Bring it on."
Yep.
And then when they realized that, they was like, "We're not doing that. I was just kidding." And he was like, "Whatever." So one way or another, Ford looks like they either scared or the worst part of what they did, they gave Tesla the advertisement that Ford want to compete, but then it shows either Ford is scared of Tesla. So one way or another, Tesla wins.
Right, because they were he was comparing the Cybertruck to the 150. And remember, there was some people on Twitter, I think it was Twitter or I can't remember which one, but they were saying, well, it should be the F450 that they should compete with.
With the multiple wheels in the back, with the 6 wheels.
Crazy.
Like, whatever, dude. Whatever.
What the hell?
If that one is going to be way much more.
See, that's the problem. They always comparing Tesla to other vehicles shouldn't be compared to Tesla. They shouldn't.
Shouldn't be.
So
all of these specs says, what the hell are you going to do with this goddamn truck? So most people in the city said it's too big, I can't park it anywhere. Get that. People in that homes have been in the suburb, they kind of like, I can't put it in my garage. So you know what they do with their trucks. But everyone else that kind of looks at the truck said, this will be a really good truck. 2 days, 3 days later, the people who said, I don't know, said, I think I want that truck anyway.
I don't know what they talk about putting the truck in the garage. Hell, if you got a pickup truck, which my neighbor does, he parks it outside because he got an F-150 and it doesn't fit in the garage. So he knows it's a truck, and basically
no reason for it to be
in the garage. It shouldn't be in the garage. It shouldn't.
And here's the thing: it shouldn't have to be in the garage because the actual truck is, you can't damage it.
Yeah, you can't.
So minor damage, you throw something at it, something drops down, a tree falls on it,
and they can't steal it
because it's a Tesla,
and they can't shoot at it.
So, but in a nutshell, the truck actually grew on us, and everything that you want from a truck or anything that you would like to do on business wise, this is the perfect vehicle for it. If you're not worrying about 4-wheel drive, get the $39,000 one.
Yeah.
If you really need 4-wheel drive to be able to pull and tow things, get the second level one. If you're a badass, get the $69,000 one.
I mean, if you're a person who's like who does a lot of work with your truck, whether it's handyman or towing or something like this actual truck will pay for itself.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, because I wouldn't be surprised if he give the option to charge somebody's car or fix a tire. I wouldn't be surprised if he create all these little accessories to go with this truck to make it more marketable.
So all of these Tesla accessory places who came out of nowhere once Tesla came out, like Even X and there's another one, Tesla something. There's a lot of companies that do all of these. You can turn around and they can make the extra accessories. But what Elon Musk wants to do is he wants to make his own accessories. So as he makes his own accessories, it's going to be easy. He's like, hey, I got it. My accessories are fine, and you can just buy from us. He prepared for this truck. He prepared for this truck better than he prepared for the Y.
He sure did.
He actually prepared for this truck more than the actual 3. The 3 came out and it was good. Everything was fine. But on top of that, he did a lot of other good stuff.
That's right.
But I want it. So here you go. I ordered that bitch. I want it.
Yep.
Now, I totally should. I really want it for only a couple of reasons. I want to be able to go down the road and run into people and not have any damage on my truck. I want to be able to push trucks out of the way because it won't damage my truck. I want to be prepared for the zombie apocalypse. I want to be able to start purchasing weapons and putting it in the back and go to the gun shows with the rednecks and say, this is my truck. I got rifles and guns. Do you really want to mess with me?
That's right. That's true.
And then Alicia agreed that whenever we drive the truck, we wear black with black sunglasses and black hats and boots. Yep. And we'll be able to walk around every time we walk out. And then we're going to put it in matte black.
Yeah, we're going to put it in matte black.
We're going to have it matte black.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there.
We're going to do slow motion.
And we're going to do slow motion. And we're going to go. And then we'll go from there.
That's how it's going to be.
That's what we want to do. Okay. So that's the our view of the Cybertruck that we definitely going to get. May have to move away from the 3, maybe.
We'll see what happens because we're not the truck really don't come out until 2022.
So we got a little time.
So we really got some time for that. So we definitely I can't wait to see him in the next 2 years what he's going to bring to add to it.
Yeah.
Because what happens is that once that truck comes out, he's going to make so much money with the other stuff that you could add to it. It's going to blow people away. There's going to be more people who's going to want to buy it once they start seeing all the stuff that you can add to your truck without having to buy another truck with the upgrades.
Yep. Yep.
So and
all of this is the single truck, and he's just going to start, oh, that's what I didn't say. So the UI for the screen, because the screen is 17 inches.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's a bigger truck, wide-wise, and it's a bigger screen, and the UI on there, if you don't know what UI is, it's the software look of it.
Yeah.
And it looks different than the 3 or the S or the X. It's a totally different UI. And it looks pretty amazing. It's got like a 3D effect of the truck and everything. But they're not sure if they're going to upgrade everybody or is that specific to the truck. So that's pretty amazing.
We'll see what happens. I mean, it definitely is going to be something that as you go along, people normally everybody I think Michael was saying, hey, they should bring out the car before it comes out. I was like, that's not going to happen. What happens is that once that truck is on, the first production of that truck goes out, eventually they'll start shipping out the trucks to other little Tesla locations. And that's where you're going to start seeing people test drive it because people want to get their hands on it. They don't
do that. They only
that's after the fact.
So after the fact, they're just making them.
Right.
And they can make them faster now because the production cost and
now
time
remember
is cut
when we
half.
looked at the 3, it was a year later that they had it in their showroom.
Yeah, but that wasn't the one that was in the showroom in where was that? Not the Atlanta one, but the one down at what was that, Perimeter Mall?
Yeah, that was in Perimeter.
That
was in Lenox Mall.
It was Lenox. They had a car inside.
Atlanta.
Yeah, in Lenox Mall in Atlanta. So that was the one in there. But everyone else had cars that was somebody else's. So they never let you get in because that was somebody else's car.
Yeah, they actually own the car outside. Yeah. They're picking it up.
But the
delivery.
The true showrooms only have maybe one of, because we saw the 3, was it the X or was the S?
The S.
So it was the 3 and the S in the Lenox Mall one. So you was able to see that.
They did have the X too,
but it was on the outside.
Right, it was on the outside.
It was outside.
Yeah.
So you can go outside to see it. But inside you saw the 2. So this big old truck people can't wait to just see it, because you see it from a distance, but once he start producing and it shows up, and they're going to put it on the road just like the Y is.
Right.
So they got to put it on the road. They got to test certain things. He's going to say, my glass has to be able to stay fit, because the one thing that people waiting to say, hey, you had a bulletproof glass that I goddamn broke. So we thank you so much for stopping by on Black and the Tesla. And there's a couple other things that we're kind of working through that we should have done prior to the Cybertruck, but we'll get back to it. But we want to have a definitely shout out to our
people at, what is it, EV
Hybrid Noir,
Shelly, Tavis,
Terry,
Dan the Man, Stephanie. He's like, yay, girl!
They're doing great things out there,
yes,
bringing awareness to EVs.
And we hating Tavis because he got to meet.
Oh my God,
Elon Musk.
Oh my